Now from the windy city of Chicago, look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. John Lackey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Scooter Gennett heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 2.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant onto the grass, 1 out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, guys, I think this team just strikes out way too much. They're in the top 1/3 of the league. You got to stay aggressive at the plate, but you also need to shift their focus to making contact and being more productive in 2-strike counts.
Lackey's ready. Here it comes. Jonathan Villar is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Set to deal on 2 and 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3 and 2. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Smoke toward third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction. But besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. To first, Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a 1-2-3 first for John Lackey, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Michael Blazek is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for in this one. Right-handed hitters are hitting over 300 against him, so he's looking to change that trend here in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And that misses inside 1-0. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flores has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I'm a little concerned about the struggles we're seeing from Dexter Fowler. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least, currently 3rd in home runs in the National League.
And you gotta love a corner outfielder that can absolutely blast balls out of the park. It definitely makes up for what you might be giving up defensively.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana has it in his sights. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters, but he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Santana moves over, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Chris Carter will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far.
Chris Carter.
Lackey gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Scorched to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Aaron Hill.
Aaron Hill will stride in. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left side. Bryant is up with it on to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Domingo Santana steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Montero scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Still 0-0. Anthony Rizzo will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Javier Baez will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over. He figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he...
Now the fast for the first out of the inning.
And nobody out. They're down in the strike zone to try to get that ground ball. But hey, strikeouts are good.
Jason Hayward will stand in, and you see games as hot as they come. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Addison Russell will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Miguel Montero gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose the location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded on to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Andrew Susac will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Ramon Flores will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Lackey comes set. 1-0 on its way. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field. And you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Well, normally when you hear guys talking about pitches that hang, they're talking about the curveball, maybe a slider. But this is a cut fastball. It just hangs. You see it there. Just right out over the heart of the plate, and he doesn't miss it.
Standing in now, Michael Blazek. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Squared that one up just a little late. Shot towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for
Oh,
Milwaukee.
man, you can't
Shortstop.
hit a ball any harder than that.
VR.
I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Jonathan VR stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. John Lackey digs into the box in the bottom of inning number
Leading off
3.
for the Cubs, pitcher John Lackey.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Fielded by Jeanette. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Ripped on the ground to first. Carter is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Hill is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Right side hit hard. Rizzo has it, but the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
Ball.
And there's ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hill. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there at the knees, strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Chris Bryant is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1 and 2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Anthony Rizzo is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Right side. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Javier Baez will stand in now with two on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
First and second here with nobody out. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Braun. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He reached on a single in his first try. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Here comes the 1-0. Liner towards second. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And the run is in to score from second.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. That's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
So striding in, Addison Russell, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out to right field. Santana on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Miguel Montero stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Boy, it's hard to miss, what, a 6'4", 6'5" first baseman over there? But he really just airmails this one and fires it right over his head.
Stepping in now, John Lackey. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers 2. Domingo Santana heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Lackey steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Fowler is there. 1 down.
The catcher, number
Wow,
35.
he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. So he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Andrew Susac strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ground ball right side. Rizzo over to his left. The toss goes back to the pitcher Lackey, and it's in time to record the
Now
out.
batting, the center fielder, Ramon.
And there's a look at his pitch count so far. You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
Ramon Flores will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Sliced hard on the ground. There's Baez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers 2. Dexter Fowler will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Santana ranging back. Gone! A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. And even 30 home runs on the year. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Now batting,
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle
As he'll get
Schwarber.
caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He'll show you that good breaking ball. Fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And that misses 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning, so this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Chase Anderson is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Chris Bryant will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Nobody out, runner on first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. High in the air out to center field. Flores over to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Javier Baez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Ah, that's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here, 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Addison Russell steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's now 6-2.
And he continues to be a big part of their attack. 2 more RBIs on the plate. That gives him 3 for the ball game, and they push that lead out a little wider.
Miguel Montero will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
From the stretch. Hopped up. Carter has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. Cubs lead it 6-2. Andy Wilkins will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Andy Wilkins.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Back to the mound and off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Scooter Gennett will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
0-1.
And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee-high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He'd retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Jonathan Villar will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
The 1-0 delivery. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Chopped foul wide of first. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now after, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Ryan Braun will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A pause and the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Here's Chris Carter now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Called strike 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Blaine Boyer will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Blaine Boyer.
John Lackey comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Santana sprinting after it. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games if they're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Jeanette is there, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
Hit on the ground down the first, tired the side. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Aaron Hill is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Domingo Santana will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Lackey looks in. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Drilled to first. To his left, Rizzo. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Andrew Susak steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Baez is there for it, and that retires the side. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Cubbies are in front, 6-2. Chris Bryant steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Third baseman, Chris Ryan.
Now here's the pitch. Hit to short. A quick out number one.
This ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Javier Baez digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. One-zero count. Here it is. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready to deliver the 1-2. On the ground to third. Hill is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 6-2. Ramon Flores will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber giving chase. One away.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Hernan Perez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit well on the ground to first. Rizzo fields it cleanly. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Scooter Gennett will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
and their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit out toward second. Baez fields it cleanly, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Carlos Torres is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Torres.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Jason Hayward.
Hit on the ground to short. Villar comes up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet. He's behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hit.
Three and 0 now. The figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taking 2.
2 out, nobody on. Don't know what he's swinging for there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
This is skied into short left center. Flores is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Ryan Braun We'll start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Chris Carter will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Aaron Hill stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, John Lackey. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you'll see the numbers here coming up. He went the distance in this one, allowing just 2 runs, and he survived a couple of rough spots to get this complete game victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 6-2. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score.